I'm a university student and recently had a situation that's been weighing on me. I became friends with someone a while back. We used to hang out, go to restaurants, ride around the city, and just spend time together like normal friends. But recently he wanted to damage someone's reputation. The problem is that he used my friendship with that person to do it. I was simply friendly with her. We talked sometimes. I helped when she needed help with something, took calls, normal things you would do for a friend. I'm generally the type of person who tries to help people when they ask. Then he posted a message in a large WhatsApp group for university students. In that message, he implied that my relationship with that person was something indecent and immoral, basically portraying it like some kind of inappropriate or adulterous situation. He didn't directly name me, but he described specific things that clearly pointed to me and the interactions I had with her. I knew it was about me. He used things I had told him in confidence and twisted them publicly. He also made accusations about her that could seriously damage her reputation. I responded in the group saying that it's not wise or fair to damage someone's reputation, especially by spreading things that aren't true. I kept my response respectful. I didn't insult him, didn't mention his family, and didn't use any vulgar language. But he went the opposite direction. He started saying very disgusting things about me and my family. He used personal things I had shared with him and turned them against me. The thing is, I already knew he had a rough past. He has multiple police cases for attacking people and has even been to jail. I knew that, but I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt because I thought people deserve a second chance and shouldn't always be judged by their past. Now I'm wondering if I was naive. So I'm asking for honest opinions. Was I wrong to publicly respond and defend myself? Let me know how you would deal with someone who spreads rumors like this and then attacks you personally when you call it out. Oof, have I got stories. I spent a decade working in social services in various roles and locations. One time, a teen on a case I managed got arrested. They were 100% guilty and went to actual jail, not juvie. Judge agreed to release them back into CPS custody after they had been there for 3 days. Normally, they would have been left there for a while. So, as the case manager, I had to personally fly across the state and drive hours to get them and bring them back to my office and a temporary placement while we searched for an open home that would take a teen that now had a record. This kid walks out of the back of the jail all swagger and fist-bumping officers and gets into my rental car, shows zero remorse or introspection about their behavior, and just climbs in casually like I'm picking them up from a friend's house. I am typing the airport into the GPS when this child starts sighing louder and louder going, "Man, I am hungry." Hasn't said hello, hasn't apologized for their behavior, just complaints. I'm just sitting there like, trying to get us on the road, and because they had just finished a meal at the jail. I am pulling out of the parking lot and this child doesn't say please, doesn't make a request. This child just demands I stop at a relatively pricey restaurant to get them a 40-piece wing combo, then starts listing off the flavors they want, drinks, snacks, desserts. I laughed. I thought they were joking. Like that would have easily been $60 for the wings alone and is also an insane amount of food. They also were only in jail for 3 days. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, this child is acting like they did 3 years, not 3 days. And it wasn't the first time either. When I laughed, they were like, "No, seriously, I'm hungry." They were not joking. I said, "Absolutely not." The teen got big mad and said they deserve it. I pulled over down the street from the police station and was like, "I just picked your ass up from jail. Do you really think you deserve a feast? Clearly, you still haven't gotten your priorities in order." This child looks me in the eye and threatens me saying I have to feed him by law and would be abusing them if I didn't. Oh, I was pissed. I said, "You bet your ass I do. But you aren't getting the royal treatment. You can get a damn sandwich." acting like you deserve caviar and surf and turf. I have to make sure your needs are met. I don't have to spend my own money rewarding bad behavior. I just picked you up from jail for committing a crime. You'd be in jail eating that food for months if the judge didn't release you to us. The absolute entitlement. All right, that one was messy, but this next confession might be even worse. Am I the asshole for reporting my boss to corporate after he tried to make me take the blame for his mistake? The short version is that my boss might lose his job, and now some of my coworkers think I went too far. I work in a mid-sized logistics company doing scheduling and inventory coordination. It's not glamorous, but it pays well, and I've been there about 4 years. My boss, Greg, late 40s, started managing our department about a year ago. Greg is the type of manager who likes to look good to upper management but doesn't really understand how our systems work. At first, I tried to help him out because he was new. I'd show him reports, explain processes, stuff like that. But after a few months, I started noticing a pattern. Whenever something went well, Greg would present it as his idea. Whenever something went wrong, he'd start looking for someone else to blame. 2 weeks ago, we had a major shipping issue. One of our biggest clients was supposed to receive a large order on Monday morning. The shipment didn't go out on Friday like it should have, which meant the client's warehouse was sitting idle waiting for inventory. Upper management started asking questions immediately because this client is worth a lot of money to the company. Greg called me into his office that morning and asked if I had scheduled the shipment. I told him no. The shipment had been reassigned earlier that week because Greg personally changed the schedule. I remember that clearly because I had actually warned him the new timeline might cause problems. He got quiet for a moment and then said something that immediately made my stomach drop. He said, "If anyone asks, just say you forgot to finalize it." I honestly thought he was joking at first. He was. He said it would be easier if we just told management there was a clerical oversight and that it would blow over. I told him I wasn't comfortable saying that because it wasn't true. He got annoyed and said something like, "Look, mistakes happen. Sometimes you take one for the team." That's when I started getting worried. Later that day, he emailed our department asking who had handled the shipment. The way the email was written made it sound like he was already implying it was my responsibility. Luckily, I'm the kind of person who saves everything. I had the internal messages from earlier in the week where Greg told me he was changing the shipping schedule himself. I also had the report showing he personally approved the modification. So when HR asked for details about the delay, I sent them the full email chain and system logs. Now corporate is investigating what happened. Greg pulled me aside yesterday and said I threw him under the bus and that I could have handled it privately instead of escalating things. A couple coworkers have also told me that even though Greg was wrong, reporting it to HR might have been too aggressive and could get him fired. But from my perspective, he was literally trying to pin his mistake on me. Now the office atmosphere is tense and Greg barely speaks to me. So, am I the asshole for reporting my boss after he tried to make me take the blame for his mistake? Let me know in the comments who you think was in the wrong. Now here's another confession. The last story might be the worst one yet.
I had a boss for 5 years. We will call her Jay. I worked with young children with disabilities. Some of the issues I had with Jay range from minor problems, never responding to emails, not providing basic necessities which our program was supposed to provide, etc., to major issues such as accusing me of breaking student iPads, repeatedly asking me to do illegal things, not responding to child abuse complaints, laughing at me when I shared how concerned I was about some of this, making my staff cry on a weekly basis. Some of her favorite quotes: "I pay you, you do what I want. If you don't like it, go work at Walmart. That's why you're not the boss." Be your own problem solver. Complete and total asshole. After 5 years, I couldn't take it anymore. My last day of work, my colleagues had a party for me and they had all signed a card. My boss signed it. Not everyone is cut out for this level of responsibility. Good luck, Jay. So last week, imagine my reaction when I see her mugshot posted on social media. Arrested for DWI. So I sent her a thinking of you greeting card. Inside I wrote, "So sorry to hear about your arrest. Not everyone is cut out for this level of responsibility. Good luck."
Thanks for listening to these unfiltered confessions. If you enjoyed the stories, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more.